Asian flu.
In February 1907, a new influenza H2N2 virus appeared in East Asia, triggering a pandemic, Asian flu. This H2N2 virus consisted of three different genes from the H2N2 virus that originated from an avian influenza virus. It was first reported in Singapore in February 1957, in Hong Kong in April 1957, and the coastal coast of the United States in the summer of 1970 as
Black Plague.
between 1346 and 1347, the largest plague epidemic in Europe broke out, taking with about half of the total population of Europe. This disease, known as the Black Plague, experienced by Yersinia pestis, a bacillus found in rat fields while it flew by a person, or he suffered a cut down the skin from contaminated materials. The bacillus was transmitted and the disease was suffered.
Spanish flu.
The Spanish flu occurred between 1918 and 1920. More than 40 million people around the world. It was caused by now breakthrough influenza variants of the H1N1, so that it is considered the most devastating pandemic in human history. In order to study the influenza pandemic, the scientists used tissue samples from frozen victims to report the virus. Given the extreme virulence of the outbreak in the summer of 1920, the virus disappeared as had arrived.
COVID-19.
The coronavirus was reported for the first time in Wuhan, China, on December 8, 2019. It experienced symptoms similar to those of the flu cold. In severe cases, it is characterized by producing pneumonia, acute respiratory distress syndrome, which leads to about 3.75% of infected to the death, according to WHO. There is no specific treatment. The transmitted SARS-CoV-2 cause treatment droplet teacher Emirate when speaking teacher Emirate when speaking Sunisen cough or oxalate, which when released by a virus carrier, symptoms appears between 2 and 14 days, within average of 5 days after exposure to the virus. Example: the influenza may cause mild or severe illness. It can sometimes lead to that people with signs flu may have symptoms, trouble breathing, blushing discoloration of the lip surface, chest stains, severe muscle pain, chest or fever. Once the person is infected, they begin that have a fever, additional cells to have weakness in the glands, which cells wall and hard because the bacteria
Bubduha lymph node.
When they formed the apoptosis, they showed lungs that were hardened, raw, and filled with fluid. When viewed under a microscope, these shows from a distant lab revealed that the alveoli, the cells of the lung that are usually filled with air, with so saturated with fluid that victim drugs after a few hours. They were bluish-black in color, indicating cyanosis or lack of oxygen. Bass appear to be reservoir for the COVID-19 virus, but intermediate hosts have to be identified. Typical signs and symptoms include fever, dry cough, fatigue, cough with phlegm, and shortening of breath. Some cases also reported a sore throat, headache, muscle pain, and chills. Addressing social response to the suffering, the general recoveries, knowledge, and the pouring into actions of specialist people, the development of protections strategies to face the conditions of vulnerability and to both support and encouragement the against of fear imminent in front and disease unknown.